On 4 November, Israel's parliament passed legislation to severely limit the operations of UNRWA in Israel, the West Bank and the Gaza Strip. Israel informed the UN that UNRWA, the organization whose employees participated in the 7 October massacre and many of whose employees are Hamas operatives, is part of the problem in the Gaza Strip and not a part of the solution. The UN was presented with endless evidence about Hamas operatives working at UNRWA and about the use of UNRWA facilities for terror purposes, and nothing was done about it. Israel will continue to work with international partners, including other United Nations agencies, to ensure the facilitation of humanitarian aid to civilians in Gaza in a way that does not undermine Israel's security. The new legislation generated widespread international reaction, with many stakeholders criticizing it as potentially catastrophic for the already dire situation in Gaza. However, according to the NGO Monitor, there are at least 10 other UN agencies alongside dozens of NGOs already working in Gaza, and it is untrue that UNRWA is the only agency capable of providing relief there. UNRWA only handles 13% of Gaza's aid. Several proposals are on the table, including redirecting aid to the Palestinians through the UN's World Food Programme, UNICEF or USAID. There are around 47,000 Palestinian Christians, with nearly 98% situated in the West Bank. Of the approximately 2 million inhabitants of Gaza, around 1,000 are Christians. There are Christian churches in the Gaza Strip who distribute food and provide shelter in churches. They testify that amid challenging circumstances, God's provision shines through. As a global Christian community, we can pray that international Christian NGOs, churches and organizations will become more involved in helping the people of Gaza during this time of great need. We can trust God that the gap left by UNRWA will be filled with the hands and feet of the gospel, and that Christians will not only look to worldly organizations to meet the needs of the people, but will also use this opportunity for His glory. Please join us in prayer for the following: for godly organizations to become increasingly involved in Gaza, spreading the gospel as they address the physical needs there. Also for international organizations to work with integrity and wisdom among the people of Gaza, with sufficient funding, provisions and personnel to bring real relief. For the suffering people of Gaza to receive the aid provided by the international community and to encounter Christ, the only one who can heal their hearts. For Christians in Gaza, the West Bank and Israel to be strengthened by the Holy Spirit and to continue being a light in their communities during these challenging times. In context, it's a privilege to have friends in Israel who are able to provide support to Christians in Gaza, as well as friends who support Israelis displaced within the country due to the war. In addition, we support initiatives fostering collaboration between Messianic believers and Palestinian Christians.